Welcome to my donut macaron baking video where I get to make the macaron version of my two favorite donuts, frosted donuts with sprinkles or jimmies, or whatever you'd like to call them, and the infamous Boston cream donut. I'm just starting out here with the most tedious part of the process, guys, of sifting my dry ingredients. And once I get all the almond flour and powdered sugar sifted, I just mix them all up into one mixture. Of course, separating the eggs can be another tedious and messy process, but there's something about getting messy while baking that is a lot of fun, in my opinion. I was a child that always played in the dirt, that always liked to get my hands messy, and baking gives me the opportunity to do that while also getting my hands messy and gooey and all the above. Not to be, all in detail with the messiness and all. But as with every kind of macaron, it's important to measure out these ingredients to the exact number of ounces to make sure that these puppies will bake correctly. And once I do that, I just put my eggs to the test on a double boiler and I mix in my food coloring. I kind of mixed in like a brown food coloring here because I was going for like that donutty kind of beigeish color that you get when you bake donuts. And then here I'm doing my favorite thing, which is mixing my dry ingredients and getting that macaronage going to that nice figure 8 texture here. And then I just stick them on my piping bags and I'm ready to go with piping these macarons, guys. Once you get them in the piping bags and once you get that correct consistency, you just know that you're ready to go ahead and pipe them on. This is the most nerve-wracking part in the process, in my opinion, because you can either get them right by piping these circles, or in a little bit you'll see that I tried to pipe like circular macarons with holes in the middle to be donuts. These ones that I'm piping, of course, are going to be my Boston cream because Boston cream donuts don't have donut holes in the middle. But these came out absolutely perfect, and I'm just slamming them here, making sure all those air bubbles are out of here. And once I get it to this stage, it's just a matter of letting them sit out and rest for about 30 minutes so that they can get a nice smooth texture on the top that's nice and dry and sealed so that these puppies can rise up with nice feet. Of course, I put this fan out to make sure that they dry faster. And here I go, just piping these round circles. They kind of came out inconsistent, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is out of my element to pipe any other shape except for a macaron circle. But they came out pretty good when I got to the end. And once I finished them, I put them to bake and I let them rest and cool down. And I just put them in these freezer safe containers so that I can put them in the freezer and I can make sure that they're nice and cold so that when I go to decorate them, the icing sugar and the ganache or whatever I'm topping it with will cool and set very quickly, because I don't want any of these dripping to the side and getting messier than I already got trying to make these macarons. But I love every process. Like, the process of making macarons is kind of therapeutic to me. Like, doing the mixture, piping them on, letting them bake, and even decorating them is very therapeutic for me. So here I was kind of afraid because, again, I am not an icing artist by any stretch of the imagination. So when I piped this icing, this royal icing on here, of course it dripped to the sides, but I do have to say it made for a good donut kind of glazed look on there, or frosted look, because donuts are not necessarily perfect, so it stands to reason that my macarons should not have been perfect either. But they looked absolutely delicious by the time I was done. One of my daughter's favorite colors is pink, so I decided to make these like the strawberry frosted donuts with sprinkles, get 2 different colors going on here. And as I go along, guys, with this piping of icing sugar, I find that I get a lot better with each macaron that I pipe on and that I decorate, because I kind of get like that I narrow down that technique that I need to be able to pipe these on correctly, getting those sprinkles on. Now this buttercream right here was like the bombs. I'm telling you, like I was able to make a buttercream that had a birthday cake flavoring in it, and it made for like this yellow buttercream. And guys, it was delicious. I tell you, like I couldn't stop eating these when I was done with them. Now here I created a vanilla pudding. I didn't create it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I got the box mix. So if you guys are judging me on this video, I'm sorry, but I kind of use a box mix for vanilla pudding, and I made it and put it in a piping bag. And then of course I created this ganache. So this, yes, I created. I melted my chocolate chips with heavy cream to make a ganache so that I can dip my macarons, my other ones, to make a chocolate topping on them, kind of like you would have for a Boston cream donut. And this is really what happens with Boston cream donuts. They have like a chocolate ganache on them. That's how they're topped. So it stands to reason that my macarons would be the same. And these looked absolutely amazing and shiny on the top. Like, look at that gloss. Like, you can almost see my reflection on there. I should make like macaron mirrors to see my reflection on each of those macarons. That would be like legit. I used the same buttercream that I used on the other donuts. The only difference with these is that I piped in the vanilla pudding in the middle, kind of to emulate that filling that you would get with the Boston cream. And then I sandwiched these all, closed and sealed them up, and got them ready to plate. And I gotta say, these came out absolutely amazing, guys. I love these two donuts, and I loved making the renditions of these donuts into macarons. They were wonderful. Let me know what you think, and please subscribe to my channel.